Welcome. My name is Meg Moranis. I'm the voice of this channel, and what we do here is learn how to harness our hunger for weight loss. Instead of dieting, you relearn how to respond to the cues that your natural instinct give to you. And unbelievable as it may seem, we've lost that. And that is what we need to reconnect to in order to become the naturally thin person that we were born to be. And yes, you were. You were born to be a certain body type for sure, but you were not meant to carry around a bunch of extra weight. And that weight is most likely a result of your yo-yo dieting. And that is what we're here to change. Okay? So every Monday, I go over a question from our private Facebook group. And in our private Facebook group, you will find support. You will find people talking about the workbook and the book that help guide you back to healthy thin mentality eating, which is what we call it here. So please feel free to join us and get support from other people going through this journey as well at all different stages. You'll see people having success. You'll see people struggling. It'll help you actually navigate better yourself. So the question that I want to answer today is very relevant because it's about anxiety. And here we are in this quarantine. If you're not watching this during the quarantine, yay, I guess we're out of it, but we're in it right now. And so this video is responding to people kind of having a harder time with anxiety and stress and wanting to know, how do you build your healthy thin mentality when you've got this other concern weighing on you? All the things that the quarantine has brought, that the virus has brought. So this is what you need to do, okay? A thing that I think we've heard often in our lives is, oh, I'm just eating out of stress and that makes me feel better. Okay, that is a fallacy. And that little catchphrase caught on like, oh, stress eating, oh, she's calming herself down with stress eating. That's not what happens at all. When you eat as a result of stress, what happens? You're more stressed because not only are you stressed about whatever it is in your life, quarantine or none, that is making you nervous, anxious, then you're also stressed that, okay, great, now I've gained weight today. My clothes will be even tighter tomorrow. I don't need to tell you all the things that come with overeating, right? So instead of just accepting that, every time that we go over a new concept or I introduce something that helps you build your healthy thin mentality, it's always based in logic and common sense. It's always calm and it's always just, okay, let's think about this. I'm stressed. There's a lot going on. So is me rummaging through my kitchen and just shoving food in my mouth that I don't even really like that much, care about that much, or that, is that really going to make me feel better or is it going to make me feel worse? And it's really important that you hear this. This is not me saying that it's not comforting to eat food, because it 100% is and 100% should be. It's just when you do it. So if you, when you're hungry, make a meal or eat out of your cupboard standing up, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as you're hungry when you can eat standing up, you can eat in your car, you can eat on your couch, it doesn't matter. But back to the point here. If you're hungry and you eat food and you enjoy it, of course that's emotionally satisfying. Food is life. How could that not be? Difference is when you're stressed and you do it and you're not hungry. The number one tool, and I say this just about every week, for helping cope with that feeling of wanting to eat without hunger is always staying in the moment and not connecting things that don't need to be connected. In other words, you're sitting there, you're stressed, you're not really hungry, but you ate some anyway, so now you're more stressed, and all that kind of builds on itself to get you in a frenzy, in a cycle of overeating, eating when you're not hungry. Instead, you want to calm down and say to yourself, okay, I'm not hungry now. I feel kind of stressed, but what am I going to do? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay in the moment. I'm going to say, am I hungry? I'm really not hungry right now. I could eat, but I'm really, okay. If you just could eat and you don't feel true hunger, and you'll learn about your hunger as you go through this, you will be able to recognize it. If you just stay in the moment and say, well, as soon as I'm hungry, I can eat anything I want. And that is the focus you need to have, is that as soon as hunger arrives, blossoms, grows within you. Positive ways to look at this. Hunger is beautiful. As soon as you feel that, you can reward that hunger with food. But when you do it without hunger, when you eat, when you put food in your body without hunger, it has a certain amount of satisfaction to it. But you guys, it pales in comparison with actually combining eating with hunger. So always keep that. I'm telling you, when you're building your healthy thin mentality, that is in the forefront of your mind. How can I spend my hunger the best? What is the most joyful way for me to eat? And that is, of course, with hunger. So break the habit, and it's just a habit, of going from wanting, to calm yourself down to thinking that might be food. And you can break that habit. It's an easy habit to break because it's not built on biology like hunger and food are. Stress and eating, you've put together over time by combining them yourself. But when you break that and instead you combine hunger with eating, that is so much more powerful, and it's something you can sustain the rest of your life because it's working with your biology instead of against it. And that's the kind of wisdom, that's the kind of thing that we're doing here with learning how to harness that, harness your beautiful hunger, how to spend your hunger. That's where you want to be thinking, not I'm going to count calories, or I'm going to count points, or I'm going to do this app, or I'm going to do an extra 20 minutes of cardio every day. That'll get me thin. No, it won't. You guys, those are all external things. Get your healthy thin mentality from the inside out, where you're, again, the beauty is connecting eating with hunger. It always will be. It's always there for you, and nothing can disrupt that. I promise, give it a chance. Again, come to our website, join our private Facebook group, and you will see. It's a great way to live. It's so much better than being a dieter. I promise, I was a dieter for 25 years, healthy thin mentality for 20, no comparison. And yes, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. It's nothing special. Okay? Please like, share, subscribe. Again, visit our page, and I will be back soon.